Sherry was right. You're soft. You should have let him kill me, because I'm going to kill you. I'll catch up with you. I don't know when, but I'll catch up.
Yeah. All praises to Yahweh. Yasharallah. Where you at? Where you at? Too cold for pizza. Brush off your Mona Lisa. Police can't hold me. Out of control, yet control Sony. The phone ain't trying to speak. Y'all Olympic like Greece. That's a honey of none. Now time has begun. First one. One fast before y'all catch you. Too late. Y'all wish I didn't bless you. You can't hide from the sword. Out the South Port. Can't port or record. Board of religion. Time for y'all feeling. Feel when the cat's out. Now all consciousness on a pout. Cat scout. Use some trout, run routes and teach. Flip faster than Nadia Comaneci. Think speed, fleece, break leaves, more bleach. Stories for me, all for the glory. Circulatory, the ore in the water. Too abstract, avoid cannon fodder. Clobber robbers like hand, with a light hand. What is your time span? Plans look like Ghostbusters. Put the red line on you. You too far gone, fool. Destruction comes at day, so at night we pray to the fear, far or near. Militant shooting of queers. Never have a throat clear. You're not known here. We hear from the spirit. Open Deuteronomy, now cheer. Slow down my face. Slow down your face. Out for a taste. Take MCs, go to waste. Y'all like faith. Look at the clock. Look at the sundial. Look at the Nile. Look at how wild. United States blown away. Y'all sprawl. What's at stake? Wake up in the nation. Stepped out the tent to a fish making. Boat shake, making statements. Children sleep under blanket. Scoop the manna. Practice Hebrew grammar. Citrus charges for the camera. Our math is too great. The new the Great Lakes. Ash from volcanoes fall. He paints pictures who can draw.
Every time you turn around, expect to see me. There's one time you'll turn around and I'll be there. I'll kill you, man.
Yeah, boys, man. Killah Bee, the Whip Finder General. You got a witch, I'll burn their ass up. That's what we're going to be doing tonight. What's up, people? I don't know who I'm going to get on tonight. Jeremiah and Judah supposed to be coming on with another brother named Neo. I sent them. I don't know who I'm going to get on tonight. Jeremiah and Judah. Okay, sorry about that. What up, Turn? What up? What up? Yeah, so we're going to get into this mummy shit tonight. I tried to tell you guys a little bit about it last night on Chris's show. Shout out to Chris Harris. He's supposed to be dropping by. Hopefully these guys come by. I sent them the link. So told them what time. So I haven't heard from him yet. But yeah, there's been this talk about like the ancient Egyptians were Caucasian, or guess, or what the people in America today would call white people. Michael Edwards has been pushing it pretty hard. He's been showing pictures of Ramses II and I think it was Atmos the First also, with their blonde hair and so-called white features. So it's gonna be confusing a lot of people too. Everyone thinks that, like, you know what I'm saying, the ancient Egyptians were black, but later on in time and stuff, like the Potomac era and stuff, where I guess you could say Caucasian people came into that land and were dominant there as in rulership and stuff like that. So we're gonna show a couple of pictures, and I'm gonna read you guys some literature and stuff that were in some magazines and stuff talking about the people that actually did the tests and stuff on the mummies. And they came, Michael was also talking about the DNA. The DNA goes to Turkey, the Mediterranean, Eastern Mediterranean area. And the mummies that were tested, there are like 150 something mummies, and they're from a time range from like 1400 BC. More accurately, I think they say 1388 BC to, I believe, like 40 AD or something like that. So we can look into the time and stuff like that. These mummies, I think the utmost mummy is from like the 1400 BC also. Oh, okay. Take a look at it. Jimmy James, what up? Son of Saturn, what up? He's on the other side of the moon, right on. Oh, Chris did a video tonight? I didn't see it. Historical video. Yeah. So, yeah, let me see if I can get this stuff open to get started. Okay. All right. Here's the link if anybody want to come in. All right. I think I can start. Well, the thumbnail shows Queen Ty. Right? Let's push that out of the way real quick. This is the mummy of Queen Ty. But all you Hebrew Israelites out there all explain Queen Ty to be a Hebrew, like they kind of push their Hebrew Israelite thing of proof that there is an Israel because of Queen Ty. She was a Hebrew, right? Quote unquote. They always show her with oops. With this mummy. Yeah. Right here. Usually when a book or something talks about her, they usually show this. Right? Everyone can see that's a black woman. Right? The afro, whole nine and stuff, right? That's supposed to be another sculpture of her. That was her burial mask. That's her mummy, right? See the hair? Now, it's been Hebrew Israelites that have been talking about this, right? I'll get to it here. This is Queen Ty's parents. See this? That's her parents. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. Nigga could be one of the Kennedys or something. Look at the hair. So if that's correct, that they're Caucasian, because you're going by why the hair, by the way the hair looks. So what that says about the Hebrew Israelites. We're taking culture. Jerusalem, we're taking culture back. Ron Howard from Happy Days. Yeah, that's he does look like Ron Howard from Happy Days. Oh shit. Wow. You see what I'm saying though? That's crazy. Right? So they gotta hold that. If that's what they want to say, right? But we can get to the truth of what this is. We can get to the truth of it. And they got straight blonde hair, right? Now, also, I believe it was Ramesses. He died at 90 years old. You got Ramesses up in here. So that's Ramesses right there, right, with his hair. See his hair right there? That's him on display. Now, you would look at his face and stuff like that.
So they say.
There you go, Chris Harris. So they say. Yep. But you could go into anything, other things and stuff like that. You could tell by the jaw structure and stuff that this person isn't Caucasian. And the process, these bodies were set out to dry for like 40 days with a, I guess you call it, it's a natural, I think, thing. It was called natron. But it's a substance that was put on the bodies to preserve the body, to dry it out. Like the insides and stuff were taken out of the body and stuff, except the heart, I believe. And it probably was stuffed with something. Who knows? But the body was treated with this chemical. And see here. That natron becomes, I think this is better. Where is it? Oh. What happened to it? What up, Chris Harris? What's going on?
I'm good. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. You gotta show these people, man, because they don't listen. They don't do any work for themselves and stuff. Look at anything.
Let me say this real quick. And I'm not trying to interrupt the lesson or anything like that. That's not Ramses at all. That's not him at all. That picture of when you see his sons and his father, their skin is black skin. Now we know when the air hits a dead body, it gets darker, right? We understand that. That's not what I'm arguing about. But when you look at his sons, they all have dark skin versus this guy right here who doesn't. And that dude has a hook nose. He don't even look like his statue. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's not him. And that's why they attacked that. You look at all his descendants and you go to the Abydos where you see his father, Seti the first. You see him with the African lock on the side of his head. You see all that. But go ahead. I'm gonna just sit back and chill.
I'm showing the people one of his sons now. Does this person look Caucasian?
Nope. What son is that? Manepatah?
Yep.
All right. Marianne Patah. I mean, we talking about 3,000. See that?
Look at this one.
And all of a sudden.
Now, what I was showing them, if they wanted to stay, but what they talking about, the Hebrew Israelites would have to explain why they look like that. But like you said too, it could have been like they took those damn mummies or whatever from the Potomac era. Now the DNA that Michael Edwards talks about that goes to Anatolia And now at the 1400s and down to, I think it might be 700 BC, the Hittites ran that area. So the DNA, if it matched with the people that they found over there for that timeline, it would make sense. And they said the coast of the Mediterranean. You had the Phoenicians. So of course and who are all those people? They're all black people. So just by them saying Europe doesn't necessarily mean that they were white people. That's basically what I was saying. You can't like you'll take something like, okay, you say an area, say I don't know, say shit. Puerto Rico, let's say Puerto Rico. Just to throw it out there. Say Puerto Rico. And they're more populated with Caucasians now than they are anywhere else. Like, know what I'm saying? Or Harlem is a better thing now, where it was more black people in Harlem, and now there's a lot more white people coming to Harlem. So when later on you talking about Harlem, if you don't got the time period right, you would think, okay, so the people that live in Harlem are mostly Chinese now, saying 2050. None of Chinese people in Harlem. But and later on in time, in the future, they go to talk about Harlem, you have to know what timeline, because there were different ethnicities of people dominating in that area. You hear what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yeah, I'm on mute. Go ahead.
Okay. It ain't rare receives facts. Yep. Jerusalem wake up. Powerful revelation, Chris Harris. Peace, Sister P. All right. Go back to where I was.
That's right. It was called Jerusalem, not no damn Jerusalem. It was Jerusalem. Fuck out of here. They taking away our original divinity for this nonsense. Man, anything to keep you a Christian. Anything to keep you like that. You want a Bible? They'll give you one. Right. You want a Bible? They'll give you one.
They did a test on a microscopic analysis of ancient Egyptian hair, and they found it to be completely African. They said, why does it sometimes look Caucasoid? Research has given us the answers. Hair is made of keratin protein. Keratin is composed of amino acid chains called polypeptides. In a hair, too much chains are called cross-chain polypeptides. These are held together by the sulfide bonds. The bulk of the hair and source of its strength and curl is called the cortex. The hair shafts are made of a protective outer layer called the cuticle. We are formed by afro hair, a salon book that chemicals for bleaching, penning, and straightening hair must reach the cortex to be effective for hair to be permed or straightened. The sulfide bonds in the cortex must be broken. The anthropologist Daniel Hartley, writing in the American Journal of Physical Anthropology, tells us that keratin is stable owing to the sulfide bonds. However, when hair is exposed to harsh conditions, it can lead to oxidation of protein molecules in the cortex, which leads to the alteration of hair texture, such as straightening. Two British anthropologists, Brothwell and Spearman, have found evidence in cortex keratin oxidation in ancient Egyptian hair. They held that mummification process was responsible because of the strong alkaline substance used. This resulted in the yellowing and browning of hair, as well as the straightening effect. This means that visual appearance of hair on mummies cannot disguise their racial affinities. The presence of blonde and brown hair on ancient mummies has nothing to do with their racial identity and everything to do with mummification and the passage of time, as studies have shown. When you put the evidence under the microscope and the truth comes out. That's like brothers like getting waves back in the day, like, you know what I mean? Or S-curl and stuff. That same stuff that you put on their hair, that natron that they use to preserve the bodies, that actually makes the, I guess, the same chemical makeup or whatever for it to do this stuff to your hair. Because their hair was heavily gelled and stuff also. They found curling irons, straightening combs. They had all that stuff. So our women had used straight hair as, like, you know what I mean? Just like women have, when you straighten their hair now for the same reason. Where is these dudes, yo? I sent them the link. Oh, he just hit me just now. All right. Jeremiah Judah. Yo, man, but this dude Yara, I mean, he's trying to like use that Christian apologist, you know, as a source, and like they got many writings and stuff on this dude that's like, you know what I mean? He just like in favor of the Bible. So they use anything they can, and they get it published in those kooky websites and books.
Well, remember, people are always going to cite what they feel is the best information instead of the primary source of the information. And that's why I went directly to the source. You cited this as being a fact, but yet in the debate, you didn't even go back to that. That's why in my closing, when I was chewing your ass up in that closing, you got mad and cut me off in my closing statement because you knew what I was telling you was facts and what was true. Just say it. Black people, y'all enjoy being Christians and y'all don't want to be nothing else, and that's fine with me. But don't try and sit up there and say one culture is so evil and versus the story of David is just so perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Let's stop playing this game, man. Like it's kind of weak. It's just like real weak if you ask me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. Like, yo, right. Like we're showing you culture and a civilization and you haven't showed us anything.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't look at it as like shit. The people, some people like that's all they got is to watch this shit and try to learn something. You know what I mean? Right. You just lie to people. A nigga just lie to them. Like, yeah, this is what it is right here. You know what I mean? That's wicked as hell. That's crazy.
Yeah, what time are these guys supposed to be showing up?
I don't know. He just said okay. I don't know what the hell he doing. Had all that steam. We were talking like, I was on a call with them. They had this brother that was just like, wow, now. Like, trying to get somebody that turning black against black. And these goddamn crackers and shit. I was like, bro, we're not even talking about that. Like, the dude just jumps in and then starts wilding out. I'm like, yo, what's so mad? Why are you so angry? I said, God, crackers and shit. I'm like, what have they done to you personally in the last 6 months? Said they took my money. I was like, I said, did you call the police? I said, did you call the police?
Call the police.
I was like, who took your money? He said, the goddamn guy this shit took my money. He said, I was like, yo, did you call the cops? Like, yo, like what happened?
You okay? You okay, baby?
Taxes. I was like, shit, the taxes. I was like, all right. I was like, your kids go to school, right? He said, I pay that shit. I was like, okay, so they go to a private school. So you said, no. And I'm like, so they go to public school. I was like, your taxes pay for that. And I'm like, yo, everybody pay taxes. Everybody got paid. That shit is crazy, yo.
Yeah,
I was like, what else have they done? They said, he took my money. I'm like, did you call the police? Yeah, it's unbelievable, man. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
They took my money. They took my bread. They took my money. You mean that you talking about that same money that you went to work for? Yep. At their job with their company? Yep. Was you complaining about it then?
Yep. You signed the agreement to work there. You found them.
Right. Was you on that roof waiting for your house shy? Was you waiting on that roof? What you do when you get home? Your mom was like, that's all right, baby. Your room's still up there. Going to bed. Your room's still up there. When you found out he wasn't coming back, your room's still up there. Sold everything you had, didn't you? And go on, get on out of here, man. You ain't fooling us with that nonsense, dog.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
What they say what time they say they was coming on?
I don't know. I told them, come on. I told them it was 11 o'clock. I was going on. I don't know what they're doing. I know what I got to do right now. I'm going to put it in and run it.
What up, Haru?
What's up, Chris?
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's brother Haru. Oh, shit. All right. I'm about to say, about to get these niggas. I'm about to put right up in there and run it. You got to be doing.
He want to set up a phone conference. He ain't got no computer.
Run it.
Hey, Chris, ask them why they keep calling out your name.
Where they calling my name out at?
Yeah.
Why they keep calling your name out?
Yep.
Clout chasing.
Yep.
Clout chasing.
Yep.
Clout chasing, that's all.
Yep.
That's all that is, man. That's called a clout chase.
I got my first clout chaser. Yeah, right. Crazy. So what's going on, Haru?
Oh man, I'm just waiting on y'all to get whoever on the phone.
You heard it, right? You saw everything today. Be a witness to the people. You saw it. They were talking that big talk, right? And I said, I can come on. And he was like, yeah, we can do all that shit. All the stuff about it. Mm-hmm. It's all there. Yeah. I know why you playing now. Running. They want to say people running from them. That was my whole beef. I'm like, why is you lying to the people? We answer all your questions and everything.
What are they gonna come on here and talk about the same thing? That's homosexual. That's homosexual. That's homosexual.
Yo, ask Haru, yo. As soon as I get in there, yo, that's what they talking about. Like, that shit crazy. That shit's crazy. That's all the Hebrew Israelites do with Judah Nazareth.
I'm gonna go right into their book then, and I'm gonna ask them, "Are you sure that's what you want to do?"
Hey, but you saw that picture that Michael Edwards put up about the two saints talking about that's some kind of secret holy kiss or on the cheek or some shit.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's the Israelite. That's the Israelite doctrine right there.
Right.
All right. It's in my like that video I did on the Masonic Hebrew Israelites and shit.
Yeah.
It's in that video, like towards the end. But the thumbnail, you look at the thumbnail, that was the thumbnail was talking about. When you greet another Israelite, you know what I'm saying? You say, you get a nigga to that, and then you supposed to hug the dude on each side, on the left and on the right side. And that supposed to symbolize that holy kiss. Because that's when you look at the pictures, they try, like, you know how like they be having the wives and shit kissing each other on the east side of the cheek? Like, it's the same shit. That's what that is.
Hey, here's the thing though, right? That same picture is almost the exact same, I say almost the exact same pose as what they say is gay in Kemet.
Yeah.
With the two twins.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, if all we gonna do is talk about gay, what's gay and what ain't, I really not just, you know what I'm saying? I really don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, but I was just showing the hypocrisy. Yeah, I was showing the hypocrisy of what they doing. They always got an excuse. Yeah. And I was looking at your boy, Aaron Ra, and he said something that I like a term. He was saying that they have to change reality to fit their beliefs or their faith.
Yeah.
You have to alter reality and let go all of reasoning, evidence, and methods of science to validate your faith and your belief system, because you have no evidence. Well, I heard it's done. I'm like, Chris, man, why even this shit is just a headache dealing with them.
Yeah, it is, but I mean, I really don't deal with them because I just know they lost. That they believe in this thing, so I'm just like, I just would like to ask them, what does this God do for them?
Not a damn thing.
Keep them in captivity.
That's proven. That can be measured.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So they're not gonna come on. They're not gonna come on here like, yes, look. Hold on, let me just say it. Jeremiah, your bitch ass ain't gonna come on here and deal with Chris Harris.
You know what he said?
You ain't gonna come on here.
He said, hold up, I have to create my email. I forgot my password. Never run it. Nigga.
Who the fuck ain't got it? You need an email to get on Facebook.
He said he got his email password.
Well, wait a minute. Wasn't he on our on what's it called, Hangout last week? All in the chat room.
Yup. That was just a couple weeks ago. Running. Look, I gotta share the screen so everybody can see. Running, nigga.
What they gonna do is not show up, and then they gonna invite you to the lion's den or the hot seat.
Man, don't call it a lion's den. That's a pussycat's den. And they ain't even got no laptop.
And then they gonna say you run it.
That's crazy. Look, everybody can see it. Look. Everybody.
You can come in the lion's den and talk about Israel. Yeah, come talking about Yahweh. Well, I dispute Yahweh. Tell him come on and mess with Chris Harris. Bet you he won't show up. Nah. Look like I won that one right there. Come on, some damn Yahweh.
And the other nigga, Dio, running. He was talking big stuff too. He was the main one. Hey, Russo. Talking big stuff, yo. Crazy,
yeah,
yo.
That's why I know why they was talking about Chris. I'm like, Chris, first of all, ain't even on the platform. He's never discussing with y'all, but they talking about Chris, and they didn't say Chris anything wrong. They just want to talk about, oh, he's a half breed. I'm like, what? That's just crazy.
You know they got don't. You know.
Yo, they
Anyway.
think LeBron's a white guy. They think LeBron's a white guy.
They think who?
Lamont, he's a white guy.
Really, man, they just a waste of my time. They say he light skinned. Look, he light skinned. He light skinned. Yeah, the God love us because we talking about people. Yeah, God love us. Yeah, Yahweh.
That's what it be, yo.
Okay.
They got the hat and everything. We got the Yahweh hat.
Talking about he a Semite. You idiot.
All that shit.
I got him pacing back and forth in his house right now. He mad right now.
Yup. With that big old chair leg. Big old chair leg. Hey, run.
Got a bar.
They got a big ass chair.
Right.
They're crazy.
Yahweh, God love us. We ain't got shit, but he love us.
Yeah, man, I don't.
I'll just say, hey man, point to one thing in this book that's not Deuteronomy 28, verse 68 talking about you. Go. And look, we'll still be waiting. Hey, Haru, we'll still be waiting. We'll still be waiting on an answer. Like, show us, man.
That shit's crazy.
Well, and they was just talking about, Jabari was an hour late. Jabari was getting out of was doing a class. And you know how they take.
How Jabari late dealing with a bunch of scrubs?
That's what he's saying. He's like, man, I work. He said, man, I was just doing a lecture at a school and I'm taking time out to do it. But then when we got on, Jeremiah wasn't even on. They had to find his ass.
Typical.
But they go say, oh man, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. Somebody on that camp should be able to come on. Somebody.
Open up, they be on there. Open up Galatians chapter 7. Let's see. Open up Colossians.
He said Colossian.
And then get some of that Ephesians.
Yep.
See, our God said this. God loved us.
Yeah. Yeah. I was talking to one.
Yeah, you're like that too.
I was talking to one sister when I was moderating the debate, right? And and one of the things is she was telling me about God, right? Yahweh. She said that for one of the questions, she says, what has Yahweh done for you, and what have Osiris done for him, and what has Osiris done for Jabari? And I said that's not a good, you can't answer that question. It's all subjective. There's no way you can prove Yahweh did anything for you. There's no way possible you can prove that he directly. And she was like, yeah, you can. And I'm like, no, it's subjective and it's conjecture. There's no way you can prove that. But they thought they could.
Well, they said that Yahweh put him in captivity. They want to talk about a belief. Nigga, belief is 3 steps away from faith. It don't mean nothing. Damn fools.
Yeah. But I was going to look at her information, though. I was like, I wonder how she's coming up with that. And how it's not conjecture. Well,
I guess the Hebrew Israel lie ain't gonna show up. On some fucking Yahweh.
Nope. You gotta go to the right. Hey, you can catch all of them right now on their channel or on their thing right now. If you go on there right now, I guarantee you they're there. There's at least 10 to 12 people on there every day.
I put the link up in there.
Huh?
The link in there.
The link in there.
No, I'm
saying
the
link in there.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're there. I guarantee you, if you go on their thing, they're in there.
What he's saying is we got the link in there. They can easily come on here.
They're not. That's hostile. Hey, that's hostile territory. You was in the military, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
You know how hostile territory means.
Can't wait to look. They're gonna show what you say. I ain't talking to you for the rest of the night. You said something about me.
I think it's hard. Hey, look, the new fight.
What?
Shit. Why did I post that in there? Nah. You can see the dude looked at it. The other dude, Neo, looked at it. Whole ass niggas and shit. Niggas hiding. Niggas running, yo. Running. And they talk all that shit, yo. They talk all that shit to the abandoned ship. Yup, running. How long it take to set up a new email?
Let me see who in there.
Niggas in that shit quiet.
So right now, so the Real House of Consciousness.
Well, since they ain't coming on, I'm gonna go kick it with my wife. I didn't think they would, honestly.
There's three people. There's three people.
I didn't think they would.
They'll make another video about how they came, how y'all.
They went part of it.
And they'll make a video on how they couldn't get their stuff on, but we running because we don't want to come on there.
They all try to get a meeting together and shit to talk about the shit, what we gonna talk about and all this shit. Them niggas all talk. They just want to yell at each other all day. And
Right, they think that's how you get something solved.
That's all that happens. Yeah.
And this guy angry motherfuckers, or motherfuckers just angry.
He said angry motherfucker.
They took my money. They took my money.
They took your money, baby. You want your money back? You want to get your lick back?
They took my money. Like, nigga.
We'll sit your dumb ass down.
Like, what the fuck wrong with you, nigga? Yeah, man, it's something else.
Yeah, man. So, you right. Chris, go enjoy your time with your wife, man. Ain't no need to hold you up.
Yep.
Did you do your Killah? Did you do your thing on the Egyptian
All right, y'all, peace.
mummies? All right, man.
All right, Chris Harris, thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it. Chris Harris, everybody.
Did you do your thing on? Did you do your thing on the Egyptian mummies?
On the goddamn mummy part of it, yeah. Okay. I was about to jump back into it.
Okay, go ahead.
With this hair thing, right? Look, what a Ramsey's child right there, right? With the lock. Said, why are the mummies with straight hair, right? Goes in them talking about, all right, this is another one for the Hebrew Israelites. I don't think I showed this. I showed this last. So I dropped into it. Right? This is Queen Ty's parents. Yeah, I mentioned this tonight. Let's start from here. This is Queen Ty's parents. All you Hebrew Israelites and stuff that want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, these are white folk and all that stuff, right? So these is Queen Ty's parents. Queen Ty was a Hebrew, right? That's what y'all believe. And look, blonde hair. Right? You can still see they apply resin and stuff on the faces and stuff. Like there's like a lot of stuff that they would apply to the body to keep the skin moist or like elastic and dry at the same time. Natron is like a substance that's used to like preserve like skin. They use it with trappers use it when they like skin their animals, like to keep like the ears and the paws and stuff without not shriveling up. They'll stuff it like with new ears and stuff with newspaper and stuff with the natron, and it'll dry out the ear, but actually have its shape and stuff. And they would use this on the body. So they would put stuff in the noses and stuff like that to try to preserve the skin. The hair, as we can see, now this is Yuya and Tuya. This is Queen Tai's father. That's Queen Tai's mother. That's if y'all want to believe that. They white folk because they got blind hair. That's if y'all want to believe that. All right. How is mummification done? Natron. Okay. What is natron and what are its properties? All right. Natron is an alkaline substance. That is to say, it has a pH above 7. The lake natron in Tanzania, saturated with natron mummies and carcasses of animals that died there. Right? It talks about the pH and all that stuff, right? Natron as a caustic soda with the pH between 12 and 14 are alkaline substances. It is by accident with caustic soda that modern straightening is born. The Cameroonian and Central African cosmetologist Naturi Nadine tells us when slave traders pulled slaves to their land, transported them to the Americas, and lasted many months, often more than 6 months. Their shaved hair of the slaves had time to grow again. And those hair, all right, I'm going to cut to the chase and stuff. It's basically talking about their hair and stuff will get filthy and like bugs and all types of stuff. I mentioned the other night, if everyone's still with me, okay. There was a lie, which is like the same thing what they're saying with the natron. They would put it in pools of water and make the slaves jump in it. They showed that in this movie called something Goodnight Uncle Tom or something. I forgot the name of the movie, but it's something Uncle Tom. It was a banned movie in the United States that was only shown in Europe about slavery. It's a good movie. But they showed this. And you get to it, it says, on arrival to America, they suffered in addition to their condition of slaves. From the mockery about their dirty and uncut hair at the time, one of the punishments for the master had heads in a washing of caustic water and soda. Aside from the burns, the other slaves observed that this preparation smoothed the hair by straightening, and beginning of modern hair relaxing was born. I don't know if some of y'all are probably old enough, like when like the S curl and shit, you had your fly hairdo and all that stuff. Like you would put lye in your hair, like the S curl. That's what it was. It was like a cream, and you would apply it to your hair, and you would only let it sit in there for like a few minutes. Script like that. What I talked about before, that cortex or whatever, and your hair would be like white people hair would be straight. Then you would apply stuff to it to make it curly and all types of shit, get waves or whatever. So that type of stuff, it was like lye, basically. Like in the Malcolm X movie, you see Malcolm X using it in his hair to straighten his hair. So they would put the slaves in a pool of this stuff. Like this stuff burns your skin. Like it burns. Like if you put it in your hair for too long, like your scalp will stop the burn. So with this natron and stuff, you get the same type of thing. This is talking about, I guess, like the chemical makeup, how it works, and all that stuff. We get here the henna coloring. A lot of like the hair is blonde or red. It's because of henna that was applied to the hair. This man was like 90-something years old, I believe, when he died. Here, this is him on the wall as a black-looking man. Not a Caucasian. Right? Here's another one right here. This Yametsu. On these bodies that actually helps with the breakdown of the body. It's my Herpri, probable son of Menkepri. All right, I'm back. Hey, Rue, where you go? All right, I'm putting it in the chat now. These guys finally came. I guess they was waiting for Chris Harris to leave.
I thought you was debating Judah. What I got to do with this? I thought it was you and Judah.
Now,
I ain't know
Wait a minute. Now I gotta show everybody. Look, now I gotta show everybody. Oh, there you go. Look, add me and Neo to the camera. Let me show. Yo, somebody having bad fun. Somebody's having bad fun. Wait, let me share this screen. Yo, hey Rue.
Yeah.
Yo, you hear what this dude saying? Neo talking about, I didn't know you wanted a piece of the Neo. Nigga, he was the man talking shit.
He was the man talking shit.
Look. Because when I was talking about it, right?
Yeah.
I was through the show about mummies and shit, right? He said, stop, black bonds. He laughed, right? Now look. Add me and Neo to your panel, right? I study logic and dispute your claims. I study your claims to destroy them. I love it when they underestimate the power of logic, right? What do you say here?
Yeah, we worked Jabbar last night. I guess we're going to have to work another one tonight.
See?
Y'all didn't. Hey,
See?
hey, tell them.
See?
Hey, Killah Bee, stop
Bro,
lying.
bro.
Hey, they need to stop lying. They did not work.
Yo,
Judah did not work
look.
Jabari.
I guess we're going to have to work another one tonight.
Hey,
That's
See?
what it looks like. He said he want the business.
hey, they. Hey,
Hold on, hey, Rue, let the people hear it.
We're going to have to work another one
Let the people hear it.
tonight. That's what it's looking like. He said he want the business. Yeah, we worked Jabbar last night. I guess we're going to have to work another one tonight. That's what it's looking like. He said he want the business.
See? See? And look. Y'all adding too many people. Oh, we talking about the lion call. All right.
Yeah.
That's when we started talking about it.
yeah.
Wait. Yeah. Wait. See? Nigga lying. Now listen to what he says here.
I thought you was debating Judah. What I got to do with this? I thought it was you and Judah. I didn't know you wanted a piece of Neo.
Whole ass nigga.
I thought you was debating Judah. What I got to do with this? It was you and Judah. I didn't know you wanted a piece of Neo.
See? Look. See how these niggas lie?
I thought you was debating Judah. What I got to do with this? I thought it was you and Judah. I didn't know you wanted a piece of Neo.
What I gotta do with this?
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Niggas.
Look,
Niggas. And why this nigga asking me in my global media?
I don't know.
Look, now you lying about some shit.
Oh.
Liars.
Yeah, I don't know why they lying. Like talking about they worked. That's cognitive dissonance is a motherfucker. That mental health disorder. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers, man, be sick. Man, I mean, come on.
Yo, that nigga, yo, these niggas is silly, yo. Can I? Damn, I can't fucking copy. I wish I could copy that motherfucker.
Yeah,
I wish I could copy. I'll pick it back down at the bottom. Nigga, open this shit then. He acting like he don't know how to use this shit.
How you say open this shit then? You know they not gonna open that. You know good and damn well they not gonna open that. I don't even know why you even asking that question. You know what I'm saying?
These niggas is silly, yo. Wait, let me get his email. What? Nigga, what's your email? Ain't nobody got time for all that shit. You running. Hold on, nigga. Yeah, let me get back to this shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, Uncle Pharaoh Akhenaten. Look at that nigga here and shit.
Yeah, man, they not like I said, man, they not go come on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That shit's not gonna happen.
Yep.
But the thing that I keep saying, is that it don't matter what you say, they win. No matter what, no matter how poorly they do, they win. You know what I'm saying? No matter how disruptive, no matter how unscholarly, lack of evidence, does not matter. They win. It's like, you know what? The only time you ever see that type of stuff where you can still fuck up and people still slap you on your ass, stuff like that, is volleyball. That's it.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers, it don't matter. Like,
all right, I'm gonna put this nigga shit up in here. Let's see.
Yeah. And let me see.
Yeah.
Let me go here. Google. Ancient.
I think you gotta go in control.
So, yeah. So here's let me see images.
Yeah, man, that's a real technical. Yeah, I don't know how long ago that was. I gotta pay more attention to that.
Let me see something right here. So, and this is what I was trying. Let me see if I can just find it. Please.
First grade ass.
Okay, so here's one thing that you know about priests, right? And this is why I say it kills the whole thing about the mummy. It's kind of like debating if Abraham, is this Abraham when you could say Abraham didn't exist, right? It says because Egyptian climate, shaving was considered absolutely necessary. There was also speculation that in Egypt they believed that the body hair was unhygienic and ugly. Most of them shaved their heads and wore elaborate wigs, which were made out of artificial or real hair. Now, anytime that you see an ancient Egyptian priest, right, most people will agree, if not all, that they are bald. You see most of them bald. Now, who was the pharaoh? The pharaoh was head of the priest order, which means that he was also bald. He didn't wear no Caesar haircut, bald on top with him hair on the sides and the back. That's not him. And even if it was, as you would say, if I go your way, even if it was the remnants of other chemicals that's in the hair of a 90-year-old, when have you ever seen a 90-year-old redhead man? You know what I'm saying? When?
Yup, that shit crazy, yo.
They go find a picture of a donkey. I bet you they said, you see the movie Shrek? That was the talking donkey with Paul. They'll find anything to allow to collaborate their claims. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how much fact is in it.
You're absolutely right, yo. All right, this nigga, man. Let me see if I get this shit.
Who Neo trying to get with you?
No, Judah.
Man, Judah ain't coming on. Judah. Yeah, Judah's not coming on there. What topic are y'all talking about?
You both get in on this mummy shit or whatever.
Shit. First of all, tell him to bring some sources with him.
You know he ain't. That's what I was saying. Like it was something for me to do tonight.
Man, in the he said it was something for me to do tonight. Jabari caught that. He's talking about he won. Jabari caught him reading off of the fucking dictionary and internet. Not even from the head. Yeah, Jabari caught him. He was like, he's reading out of the internet dictionary. He's reading. He looked up some stuff and started reading it. And then Jabari dismantled it, and then he dismantled it. And then
like it wasn't like on topic of what they were talking about. He was just reading some dictionary shit.
Man, he was reading. I think it was probably on topic, but he was kind of going back and forth because like it was the question period. You know how you got the question period? So we had the question period, and then he was like, he did one of those, I don't want to talk about one of those Black Jesus moments. That's common with them. I don't want to talk about that. I just want to talk about Osar. And this and that. Tell me this. Why is this? Why is this? And then he start reading some shit. Just started reading it. I was like, oh, okay. And then he went into the Anunnaki with the pyramids. And yeah, man, it was crazy.
That shit is straight nuts.
Yeah, he said the Anunnaki or Atlantis, Thoth's real name was the real person of Atlantis. And that's how the pyramids got built.
All right. This is how we're going to do this stupid shit. This is how we're going to do this shit. Hopefully.
You just go call him up.
Yup. All right, nigga, you ain't got no excuse now. You live on the goddamn What's Fine to General.
He called him up.
Oh, now the nigga will sound half dead and shit. I told you 11 o'clock.
Look, look there, bro. You keep sending me a link that ain't even, I can't even get on the show, right?
Nigga, everybody saw you.
And then look, you want me to defend Michael Edwards' argument about some white mummies. You know, I just showed you one of the pharaohs, what was his name? Theckelmus the third, who the first one who came up with a sign that said no Negroes or Egyptian blacks to go into Lower Egypt, which is up north. His father and his father implemented this. These were white-looking pharaohs. All these pharaohs that probably were black was the one that came out of Nubia.
No, they were white pharaohs. Yeah, they were white pharaohs. I'm not saying that they wasn't.
Because the leaders is white, don't make the people of the land white.
Right.
Bro.
Absolutely. I never said that.
Right.
I never said that.
Yeah, well, I'm saying. I mean, what I'm supposed to do with defending.
So you out here apologizing then?
No, I'm not apologizing. I'm saying you got white pharaohs, bro. Point blank period.
Yeah, from the Ptolemaic era and Roman era and all that shit. Yeah. Yeah. But those Ramses mummies are not.
Show me. Listen to me. Show me how Ramses. See what he's doing.
Okay. All right. The Ramses one. Can you see the show? You watching the show, right? Because I want to change.
I'm on the phone. But I'll check out the repeat, go good. And
okay, well, it's on the show. It's on the show. You watch the show, you see it. You prove it on the show.
You on here?
Yeah, I'm on here.
Now, what's up, Bob?
Who is this? Is that who is this?
Yeah.
Who is this? Judah?
Yeah, it's Judah.
Oh, you can't even hear. You can't even tell it's him.
Yeah, he want to sound all dead and shit because he don't want to get into nothing. He's scared.
Hey. So I'm not gonna defute any.
I told you it was 11 o'clock. Bro,
I told you I'll give you a little bit of time.
Bro, don't make me bring the shit. Don't make me do what I just did to Neo. You better watch the show. You see what I just did to Neo. Neo was talking all that. He was talking more shit than you. So I invited him on, and he said, "We already fucked up Jabari last night. We guess we're gonna have to fuck up another one." Know what I'm saying? That's what he said. And then the nigga went and put up there and said, "Oh, I ain't know. I thought you was debating Judah. I ain't got nothing to do with this."
Hey, Judah, I'm just asking one
about whether Egypt had any white pharaohs or when they buried them, they mummified, right?
Okay.
Now I showed you, that pharaoh that I showed you, it said that there no Negroes coming to Lower Egypt Negro or Egyptian black. He was. Yeah, I showed you.
I glimpsed it. I didn't even open it up. I just saw somebody said it, and that was my reply. I said I never heard it before.
Right.
Maybe Haru knows.
Hey,
you know.
Well, I got. That's why I said I got a question. Tell me, who was the first Europeans to enter into history in Egypt? Who were they?
Who was the first Europeans?
Yeah, who was the first white people? The first white people to enter into Egypt. Who were they?
Who were the first Europeans?
Yeah, let's not say Europeans. Let's not say Europeans, because you wasn't a country at that time. Who was the first whites to enter into Egypt? Period. And rule there. Who was the first white people to do that?
Y'all should be telling me. Y'all.
No. Okay, well, I'm not. I'm just asking. If you don't know, that's fine. I'm just saying. I'm trying, and you can tell me. Well, I don't know. The first white people to enter into Egypt was Alexander. The first European pharaohs that you consider white were the Ptolemies or Ptolemies. So that didn't happen until 325 BC. So anything above that, you might have hit. Now you might have had Hyksos. Hyksos ruled, right? There was no Persian king that was in there, although they ruled all the way up to like Jerusalem. And then you had the Hyksos, and then you had the Sea people who did a lot of damage, right? And then you had the Syrians. But all these are people of color at this time. There's no Europeans that enter into Egypt and sit on the throne of Egypt until Ptolemy. That's it. Even so, it couldn't be. So Ramsey, who was Ramsey the second, Ramsey the second, Ramsey the second, who kicked out the Hyksos, couldn't have been white. Couldn't have been white because there was no white people to enter into history at that particular time. And if it is, then, and I ain't saying you, I'm not saying you because you didn't make the claim.
Can I answer this?
Yes.
I got pulled to this. Now look, they was talking about some white food and what like Sarah said about this that they were white. I don't know because it came in exactly right. This one was getting
the cocaine mummy was Ramsey.
Right.
Ramsey had the cocaine.
That's the one they say have the red hair. Yes.
Ramsey was black. Okay.
Right.
I seen that little picture of him, and he had the little stringy white goat hair,
right,
with a little beak nose.
Yes.
Now,
okay.
he just looking at that looked like a white boy to me. Now, if you got some evidence showing that he's black, I'll be glad to hear it.
Okay.
Right.
You can't deny the fact that the pharaoh that I showed you, the one that came with first discrimination sign in Lower Egypt, was a white boy, and they went against the Nubians. And then it was the first, the second, and the third. And the third, we did 4 campaigns against the Nubians. We turned defeated them in 1850. And that's when we were all down fine with ain't no black in Egypt. So we can't sit here and say that there wasn't no white heroes because they have white heroes. That don't mean that the whole country was white.
And what was this person's name?
Well, hold on, because I'm saying this. I'm not talking about. I'm not even debating. And first of all, Jameer, I'm not debating you because it wasn't your claim. But I'm just
I
some
want to learn about what you're talking about.
I'm just saying information you're talking about, right? But the white pharaohs that you're talking about in Nubia, the only pharaohs that you're talking about that was in Nubia at the time was the Hyksos. Those are the only ones. It was a prince. Wait, hold on.
Daniel.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, go ahead, Judah. Go ahead, Judah.
Okay, no, what I'm saying, okay, even if Ramsey, y'all see was right. What I'm saying, I pulled up, like I say, 3 pharaohs in a row, first, second, and third. And the third ran 4 campaigns against the Nubians around 1850 BC. And when he finally defeated them on the 4th campaign, he put a sign up in Lower Egypt, which is up top.
Right.
Southern Egypt is how they put it, Lower Egypt is up top. And none of them could come, no blacks, looking black or black looking Egyptians to come into that part of Egypt. So evidently, if he was a pharaoh, they got him buried somewhere too. If they pull him up, there's gonna be a white boy. And then we got the Ptolemy up too. So
now check this out. Wait, hold on.
Take over like that. That's my
question. Like when you were saying about the mummy, how it looked like a white boy with the blonde hair, right?
Right.
Now, I showed, you know who Queen Ty is, right? You know who Queen Ty is?
Queen Tyree?
Yeah.
That's the black. That's the one of the four prominent right.
It's a black woman. She's supposed to be in Hebrew.
They always show.
Yeah.
The Afro,
right. Right. When you go back and watch this, right? I'm gonna show her parents, right? Her parents both have blonde hair. Blonde hair. And then I show her mummy and she has long hair. Long, black, brown, whatever, like here. And she looks like white. With the social, so
if the hair, okay, so if the hair,
yeah, go ahead, bro. No, you was asking something. Go ahead. Can you mute for a second?
I was giving you the floor.
All right.
Yeah, I can move mine too.
All right, cool. I show you that how Queen Ty's parents have blonde hair, just like Ramses does. And this how Michael Evers shows Amenhotep have it, right? Now, if y'all gonna say, or I'm not to say y'all, but if the Hebrew Israelite community is gonna say that the pharaohs was white, they also have to say that the Hebrew Israelites is white. And I'm gonna show also.
That's not true, family.
Now, if Queen Ty is a Hebrew, Queen Ty is a Hebrew.
White.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, don't talk so fast.
How you want to label him? And listen, that don't make the rest of the population white. That just means the ruling order, the top elite. The top elite has always been, a lot of them has always been white.
Check this out.
They have ruling families. It's a bloodline thing that they got.
Bro, her parents, her mother and father have blonde hair. Her mother and father have blonde hair. White people blonde hair.
I understand what you just said, but somebody just said because the okay. Well, listen to what he just said, what Daniel just said. He said, if y'all saying that the Pharaoh is white, that means the rest of the people are white. Well, then if 500, 600,
no, that doesn't mean that.
They gonna look back.
Wait, hold on. I didn't say that. That was no, I didn't say that. Killah been talking. I didn't open my mouth. That wasn't me. I didn't say anything.
I didn't say that.
I didn't say
the rest of the people got to be that.
I muted out because y'all.
Yeah, you might have heard this wrong or something. Nah,
no. I never said that. The only thing I said was this. My stance is this: when they start talking about Ramsey, or you talking about anybody that's white, that's a pharaoh, you have to tell me where they came from, because no white person conquered anywhere in North Africa, including North and South Egypt, or Lower and Upper Egypt, until Ptolemy and Alexander. Yeah. Everybody else was either a Hittite or Assyrian, Persian, Hyksos. They were something else. They were not white, and none of them had blonde hair. So if you do have, and I don't disagree with you saying that there wasn't a white pharaoh, because we know that the Ptolemies came in. What I'm saying is, if you place that pharaoh anywhere before 325 BCE or 325 BC, then that's not Ramsey. Because it would have to be a white pharaoh. And I agree with you. It would have to be a white pharaoh. I agree. But you don't get, you could say it was a Hyksos. You could say it was anybody else.
Daniel,
Yes.
Daniel,
Yes.
pull up that pharaoh that I posted y'all.
Hey.
I'm not
Hey, what I'm telling, okay.
When I showed you, the name, spell, and everything, I want you to pull it up and see what year that he was ruling.
What year was it? You tell me. You looked it up. You tell me what year was it.
Oh, hold up, I'm about to get to the group.
Okay. And then tell me what nation did he come from to conquer? And you ain't got to do it now. I mean, I'm not putting you on right now because, like I said, it's not Judah. It's not your claim. We just discussing it. So I just want you to understand, right?
No, I'm gonna pull this right now. Hold up.
Yeah, put it in the chat.
Yeah. Because we. Okay. Okay. Because Killah, we know some things about history. We know that the Persians conquered and ruled. We know the Assyrians conquered and ruled. We know that the Greeks conquered and ruled. But we know that each one of them had a chronological order in which they ruled. We know this. We know the Hyksos. We know exactly when and how they did it. So if you're saying that a white person, I'm saying if you say that, huh? I never heard of what?
I'm saying the Persians had all black.
No, I'm saying that no. What I said is the Persians, like this is what I said, right? I said that the Persians, the only people to enter history that was white was considered now Europeans was Alexander. Well, I said that the Persians ruled, I said the Assyrians ruled, I said the Hyksos came in, and I also said that sea people did a lot of damage. But what I said is none of those people that I mentioned before we enter into Greece in Rome have blonde hair. None of them. And if that's the case, then you would have to say, as he did, as Killah said, is that the Hebrew Israelites also have to be white. They would have to be white then. And I will go with that premise that say that the Hebrew Israelites have to be white because it was those people, the Amorite Hittites, the Persians, the Amalekites, when they came in, they sat on the throne. In Upper Egypt, the Hyksos not only ruled in Upper Egypt, but they also ruled near Thebes. And that's when Amos and Kamos and the Ramsey fought them. And then they had to go back up to the Levant and fight because when they kicked the Hyksos out, they was being harbored by a nation there. And then he had to go fight the king because he found a letter from the we gonna say Europeans from the Nubian the Cushites that said that they were looking for help from this king from this prince that was the Hyksos. And so he went and kicked their butt up there, and then he came back down there and restored order in all of Upper and Lower Egypt. So I would agree with you that yes, there were other people that conquered, but I'm saying that none of those people that conquered were white, unless you consider Persians white. Then if you consider Persians white, I'll say
it is symbols that third.
Who?
First, second, and third. All these pharaohs are spelled S-E-N-W.
Yeah. Sinwat was killed. Sinwat the first was killed by, I believe that's the thing we're talking about. He was killed in a battle with the Hyksos when he was first trying to get him out. He was black. He had his skull crushed. They got his skull.
He was black. So you saying that okay? If he was black, that's even worse because these other blacks can't even come into Upper Lower Egypt.
Because of who?
So come on, man. If he black, that's even worse.
Why is it worse if he black? Only thing we're debating is if he black or white. Huh?
If not, then that means this Egypt was as united as people trying to front and say it is.
What are you talking about? You're talking about a time when the Hyksos
I
came
want
in
to
and
conquered. Symbol set. How do you pronounce that, Dan?
Who? Sin was. You said it right. I think it's Sin was set. Sawanet.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what year did he reign? The third. The third ran 4 campaigns against the Nubians.
Okay.
He don't look like.
Hold on. So hold on. Let me get right here. Right. Oh no. Wait. Hold on. I'm talking about Senkeneri. Senkeneri is what I'm talking about. So I have to let me look for what's to spell his name again?
It's SENWOSRET.
Well, send me the link or the picture or whatever in the Facebook. I don't see it.
Y'all can pull his name up on the computer?
Yeah, if you give it to me.
Okay, I'm gonna spell it again for you.
All right.
Okay. SENWOSRET. It's first, second, and third. They all ran campaigns against the Nubians. So, but the third, I pulled in a picture of the third, and he looked like a white boy.
Oh, my bad. I cut out.
Yeah.
Cut up. Let me. I'm just gonna look him up. I tried to do it on my phone because I'm on my phone, but I couldn't do it.
I got it.
Right.
You did? Okay. So
you got it.
Okay. So so in here. So I'm just gonna and like I said, I don't know. We got to figure out what time period, and we'll see when he ruled, right?
Asking for a date.
For the Ptolemy, maybe he was. I don't.
Can I have a date?
I know. Yeah.
Can I have a date on that?
He had a discrimination sign up in Lower Egypt, which is at the top.
Where?
Can I have a date on that? Do y'all hear me?
Oh, you ain't got no date on that.
Send your at.
It's Serenset. That's it.
When? Serenset. Whatever.
Yes.
However, 1870 BC to 1839 BC.
Okay.
1878, 1839.
Whoa. That's way before the battalions, though.
Right.
18 what? The thing I made it so people can hear, family.
Okay. So my question is this: You're saying that he's
tell the year. Can we get it loud and clear? 18 what?
He's 18.
1878 to 1839.
Okay.
1878 BC. So some people say before Christ or whatever, before common era. But
Okay.
so that Ptolemy is that when did they come in here? It wasn't. It was way at the Christ.
Right.
No, it wasn't after.
No. Ptolemy came in at 325. 325 BC.
That was the Greek period. That was the Greek period. Let me deal with some things with him for a minute. What is he trying to say?
What he's saying is that the Greek Sawanet was a European. But I'm telling you,
how could he have been a European during the 18th century BCE?
Or no, white. Let's clear it. White.
Okay, white. How could he have been a European white boy at 18th century BCE? Can you explain that for us, please?
Yeah, like I said, bro, a lot of them pharaohs. Listen, do you see his picture? Can somebody pull his picture up on the screen?
That's not. Hold on. I could see the picture. All right, but I'm asking you, what makes him a white boy?
So it look like this. I mean, I could be wrong. Yeah, that's like a white boy.
Okay, can you do me a favor? Can you answer some questions for me? Can you show me what David looked like?
Who am I talking to? Is this Chris?
Yeah. Can you give me a picture of David?
Is Chris?
Yes, Jeffrey the Giant. Can you give me a picture of David? You got a picture of David?
The giant. America. But anyway, Hey, well, you come back in the. Tell Jerry, tell Chris to come on back in the group. All
I'm
right.
asking you a
Now,
question right about now. I'm asking you a question. Can you answer my question? Can you show me a picture of David?
bro, we ain't talking about David. Why we talking about the Egyptian pharaohs that you going way off. This is
I'm
about
asking you a question. Why can't I ask you a question?
bro. I don't have a picture of David right now.
Okay.
But
He's making a
we have a
point.
picture of how you pronounce it? Second the third. We got a picture of him. I want him to
Okay. And what makes you think that he's white? Makes him white. Do you know when Serenset ruled?
You just said 1879 BC.
No,
right?
what dynastic period did he rule in? Do you know what dynastic period he ruled during?
Bro, I want you to tell me when
He ruled during the 12th dynasty.
This ain't a white dude, but then prove it to me that he ain't white.
Sir, his nose is knocked off. And if you don't know who this is yourself, why are you asking us to prove you something as silly as if they aren't white? These were Nubian kings.
You see, well, this why I don't fool with this panel, because this white dude on here, man. You a white boy.
So you're getting upset because I'm questioning you.
Bro, you can't do that, man. How you gonna say that?
Is your daddy black, ain't it? Is your daddy black or white? Which one is it? Bro, you always try to come in with the bullshit. We talking about this.
I'm asking you an honest question.
You're just asking you a question.
You want to talk about motherfucking David?
He wasn't talking about David. He went for an example or something. He's making a point. So he just asked you a question.
We're not going to stick around to David. We want to stick to this.
Okay.
Right here.
What makes Serenset white to you?
Whether Ramsey was white or whether y'all had any white pharaohs in Egypt. David was not considered a pharaoh in Egypt. So why are we talking about?
Who was it?
Okay, so one more. Let me handle him for a minute, Haru. Let me get this for a minute, because we're gonna expose him as just being a fraud. He's going through pictures saying this is a white boy. What makes him white? Have you done any DNA on him?
Come on, man.
That's why you ran, Chris.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question again. What makes Serenset white?
Bro.
Questions yesterday too.
Judah, shut up, man. Just listen to me. He's having a discussion with you. All right, go ahead, Chris.
I'm talking about this guy.
I'm asking you a question. What makes Serenset a white guy to you?
About David.
He's off of the David thing, bro. He's off of the David thing. He's not asking you about David. All
right, what's the new question then? So we ain't trying to find out where this Pharaoh come from. What's the new question?
I just asked you what makes Serenset a white boy to you.
I'm looking at his features. I'm asking you, that's what we're trying to find out, was he white or not?
Okay, and I asked you, was the 12th dynasty ruled by Europeans?
Listen, man. Listen to what he's saying to you. Go ahead, Chris.
Was the 12th dynasty ruled by Europeans?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Just because the head is white, that don't make you. One of y'all just said, and I think it was you. You said, well, if the Pharaoh was white, then that means the rest of Egypt was white.
We already came to the point that we didn't say that. So why are you bringing it up again?
When it was two people, when it was three, one of y'all said it.
I never said it. I never said it.
Okay.
I never said that.
I'm going to ask him a question again, and maybe he's not understanding what I'm asking him. And it's a very simple question. What makes you think the Pharaoh of the 12th dynasty?
Bro, you have a real discussion? Like, seriously.
All right, go ahead. So I'm asking you, Senator Crest III, you got his picture posted right now?
Yeah. No? Yeah, everybody can see it.
Everybody's looking at him.
Yep.
What do he look like to you, you guys?
This is the Met Museum.
Hold on. I'm going to explain what he looks like. He looks like he's sad because his people had begun to get invaded by these Hyksos people. That's why this statue looks the way it does. This was during the 12th dynastic period when they began to get invaded. He's not happy. His people are in a bad state. That's why you don't see a smile on his face. That's why he doesn't have a proud look. When he is descending from the throne, he knows that his kingdom is going through upheaval right now. This is the only statue or bust that looks like this throughout all of Kemet, of all the busts. And during the 12th dynastic period is when those...
I just sent you the picture.
I'm gonna post this picture. I'm gonna do a general consensus. I'm gonna say, does this look like a black man or a white man? Because
go ahead.
You're telling me that my eyes...
That's from the Metropolitan Museum. But go ahead, Chris. Let Chris talk. But I sent you the picture. That's from the Metropolitan Museum.
You want me on here to let me talk. Why is it every time I come on here, Chris?
No, because he was asking you something. You were just going being irate, like you doing now.
Look, you connected to your white side, Chris. Hey, I ain't look off the hook.
If he was white, I would be defending him. And I'm not. I'm asking you what makes him white. You're white.
And talk like that.
Ain't no white boy. You said ain't no white boy.
Nobody's even talking to you like that. Bro, nobody's talking like that.
Okay.
Like you
Killah, don't interrupt no more. I want to see why he can't have an intelligent conversation. Now, I'm going to ask you again, Jeremiah, Judah, do you want to put up pictures of our parents?
Man, come on, bro.
I could put pictures of my parents up. Do you want to do it right now?
I want you to answer the question. What makes him black?
Okay. Serenaset had black parents. That's what makes him black.
Because you don't know what every pharaoh was in up in Egypt.
Okay. You're right. We don't. But I'm asking you, what makes him white?
The first thing y'all gonna say, where's the source?
Exactly. That's what a scholarly conversation is.
Well, I gotta keep digging up all the fucking information for y'all. Y'all know this shit.
Okay. You don't have any information containing to Serenaset being from European culture. Yes or no?
They prepared for the afterlife to be with Osiris. They prepare for afterlife to be with a principal. Man, stop playing with us, man.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you again, and I'm gonna continue to ask you the same question. What makes him white?
Look at them thin ass lips. Now that's what. Now what else do you want to hear?
Well, according to this picture, the bust has been broken up, and he definitely looks like a black man to me.
Everybody's looking at the picture right now.
The one I sent you.
You didn't send me any.
You talking about the one I sent you, right?
No, you didn't send me any.
What picture you got? You
I just put it on the screen. I sent it to you.
No, that's the
one. That one?
I sent it to you. Bro, look, I'm sure everybody can see that I sent it to you.
Hey, that big eared bust is a white man.
You play games.
Everybody's looking at me and sent you the picture. Everybody's looking at your fucking messenger on Facebook where I sent you the picture.
You tell me that look like a black man to you?
You tell me. You're gonna tell me that look like a white man?
You don't, man. Why am I wasting my time?
You crazy as all.
Telling you what he looked like to
you crazy as all.
Okay, real quick. Let me say this again. Can you, since you say this looks like a white boy, do you have any pictures of any of your biblical patriarchs? We're gonna change the topic.
Which one is it? Y'all should prefer him to be
Killah. You see what's going on?
Yeah.
So if he's black, he's a fucking coon. Because guess what?
Look, now I'm a coon. Okay, because you can't answer questions. I'm a coon. Okay.
Was he a black coon or was he a white?
You tell us. You the one that know about it.
I'm looking at it.
Wait a minute. Is he streaming through Facebook?
Huh?
Is he in the Hangout or is he streaming through Facebook?
No, he's on Facebook.
Oh,
he don't figure out.
Oh, he don't know how to. He don't know how to get on and just have a normal Hangout conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
come on, bro. Who you beat?
Bro.
Man, Chris, he ought to be. You ought to be happy that he's impressed with some brothers. Bro, you got white boy in you.
Okay. Can you prove that?
Get back to it.
Like, since he don't like listen to you, Chris.
No. Killah.
Yo, Judah, listen to me. What we're asking, you came with this person and you said he was a white boy, right? Now, when you came out here, you say you sent a picture. I didn't get it. Wait, let me finish talking, bro. Bro, you can't. Yo, you're gonna have your time to talk. I didn't know nothing about this guy until you told me about him. So I said, let's look, bro. You gotta let me finish talking. Yo, listen. This is my show. Listen, bro. This is my show.
Killah. Mute this clown. Killah, bounce. I'm gonna tell everybody what he's doing.
I want him to hear something.
What he's doing is he's trying to get us to stay on a picture, but he can't prove that this guy is white.
So y'all might get it, and y'all let me know when it's 7,000 per speech.
All right, let me do this, Chris. Hold on. Now, you came out here presenting this person. Now, I told you I didn't know nothing about him, but I want to learn, right? You said that this person is a white boy. So you say you sent the picture. I didn't receive it. Fine. I found the picture from the Metropolitan Museum, a bust of him.
No,
his face. Yo, I thought you were letting me talk. See, you can't even control yourself. Now, I put up the bust. I asked you, did he look like a white man, right? You gave me the answer. Now, you said that he looks like a white man. Now, the whatever image that you wanted to send to me, now you have to show us proof that this person is a Caucasian, not just by the looks, but through archaeology, who the person was, who his parents were, and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. You came on here with absolutely nothing but what you have in your head. I'm speaking. I can't finish talking. I can't finish. Now I gotta hold up. Now you trying to tell me?
Yeah, no. Okay, finish your question so I can.
No, I'm trying to. How can I when you interrupt me and you're still talking? Because you can't hold yourself to have a See, look, there you go. With that, brother, now I'm a nigga because I know how to have a normal conversation. With that, sir, have a good night.
Okay. Now, let me show y'all what he was doing. He was trying to control the tempo of the conversation. When I asked him one simple question, what makes this pharaoh white? He said, because he looked white. And I said up there and said, okay, can you prove that? Because this is the 12th dynastic period while those Hyksos people were coming in there, ironically. And then he began to do what? Cuss, because he doesn't have an answer. It's just that simple. And he couldn't handle it. They don't want to, what they try to do is subjectively attack Africa. And that's what them punk bitch made ass Israelites do. Because they don't like information. They love a belief. And they do just like they forefathers did when they came into Africa and tore up all our shit. They want nothing but some goddamn goat herders. Okay?
Yeah. Well,
you guys ain't got to keep on doing all that history.
Well,
He's
I
a
asked the
pseudo.
question. But here's this, Chris. I asked the question and I made a statement. I asked him, name what white nation or people came into Egypt and sat on the throne before 325 BC. Name one.
Remember what you're dealing with. He ignorant. He don't have that type of information to answer the question.
But he did. Well, he tried. Then he says, well, in Nubia, and I says, well, in Nubia or in southern or in Upper Egypt, there was a Hyksos prince. That's why Ramsey and them went up north, and then they came back down after they found the letter, and they kicked both of their asses out. But the history tells us, in any type of chronological order, the only people that came that ruled was the Persians, the Syrians, and the Hyksos. And then you got the Greeks. So none of, and you don't get the Greeks until 325. So which one of those people are white?
Well, see what he's saying. Listen, yo, B, you all right?
Yeah.
Okay, listen, y'all missing. Okay, that's too much for him. No, I see what you're saying, but that's still too much. That nigga own dog food. You ain't got to do all that.
Chris, but it kills it if you can't name a white ruler before 325. If you can't,
he don't even know what the color white is.
You can't say there was a white ruler if the first white person to sit on an Egyptian throne was Ptolemy. Anybody else is non-white.
But he don't understand that. What Chris
he don't understand that.
He don't comprehend that shit. Like, you gotta dumb that shit down. But say the same thing, but make it like preschool. Not saying like
I'm just saying dates. I'm just saying
elementary school.
It's like
I ain't never heard of a white man. I ain't never heard of a white guy named Kaka Efre. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of one. And he's looking at busts of these kings and saying, those are white people. So now you got to say Africa was conquered by white people in the 12th dynastic period, when it was a dynasty.
That's what I said.
Okay, then you got to ask them, this. When did he listen? I ain't got to do all that. He's a pseudo scholar. He pointing to pictures. They want to attack it. And then when you sit up there and ask him questions, he start cussing and fussing because his mind can't handle an intelligent conversation. And that's what most thugs or niggers like him do. Yeah, I said it. That's what he is. A nigger. He can't be a nigga because I don't hang with those. He's a nigger because he hates his own. The white man invented the nigger.
Yeah. But I don't even know how you could say this bust even looks like a white dude. Even if you just went by the bust alone, how can you say that? Look at his lips. And you can clearly see that the lips and shit is chiseled off. And they're full lips, broad nose, big ass ears. I mean, whatever. You're right. You're right, Chris. You're right. But you know what I'm saying? When you
and if you pull up a minute, listen, if you pull up Amenemhat II, Amenemhat II has a wooden statue, right? His father was Amenemhat II. Somebody pull up Amenemhat II, please. Let's deal with this. Let's educate people today.
Well, I got Amenemhat the first. Let's go with Amenemhat II.
Pull up Amenemhat II.
Or a white man, because
pull up Amenemhat II and do a screen share.
Okay, hold on, we go here. Second, got it here. What do you want? You want a picture of him or what?
Pull up the picture of him. Yeah, pull up a picture of him
with the staff.
That with the staff.
Okay. Now let me see if I can do. Oh shit. Okay. Hey, Killah, put your link in the chat so I can come on through there because I'm on my cell. Put that on real quick and I can share the screen.
Matter of fact, hey, Killah, just pull up a picture of Amenemhat II.
I did. I just did.
Okay, there's a picture of him holding this. Oh, there he is. That's a minute hit the first with an afro. Okay, that's a minute hit the second's father. Let's keep scrolling down. No, type up 2 eyes. Put 2 eyes, not the second. Oh man.
I know I was bugging.
Yeah, use the Roman numeral version of it. You're gonna see he's a black man, so I guess a black man had a white son.
Let's see.
There he is right there. A minute hit the second. Go. He right there. Go to the right. Boom.
Oh, there you go right there.
Game over. That's his dad. Game over. See, we study over here. We know what to say. We know where to go. That's why they knock all the noses off. No, the one with the staff. You ain't got that one on there, B?
I got it. I got it right here. Hold on, let me share it. Right there.
There you go.
You see it?
Oh. Yeah.
There he is.
You see it?
There he is right there. That's his father. I guess that looked like Justin Timberlake now, huh?
A little bit.
Oh my goodness, look at that, the brown skin. Wow. This is the 19th century BCE. Artifacts.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, right, you got it up? Okay.
That's him right there. There you go.
You should be able to see everything. All right, there you go.
There he is.
Chris, they
Yeah,
say, yeah. Damn.
You can unmute it now, I think. I don't know why.
They gonna say that this is an Asian. He'll say he ain't black. This is an Asian.
Right.
He Polynesian.
Well,
Alien. You're reptilian.
You know that.
You're reptilian.
But look at right here.
see, there he is right there. Just leave that right there. Let the people see that. But yet we still looking for the image of one king from goddamn Kemet. We just looking for, from goddamn Israel. We just looking for an image of one. Y'all gonna show us a coin with Hezekiah on it. Fuck out of here, man. That's it. There's his daddy. Right there, Jeremiah Judah. There's his daddy. Black skin. There's his daddy.
Yep.
You dummy.
Tomorrow he'll totally disregard any of this.
Exactly, Jimmy James. He's a fucking nigger. Those type of people are niggers.
You got
Okay, they get hung.
doing all the white men up out there, and shit, doing all the goddamn talking. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
He just want to, like I said, they just want to attack. Then when you ask him a question, what's the first thing he did? He got mad.
Yeah. Well, can't even reason with the nigga.
And Jeremiah Judah, go fucking, never mind. I ain't even gonna say it. I almost said something, Daniel. Very disrespectful.
Don't do it.
Almost said something very disrespectful. You silly house nigga. Anyway, so there y'all have it right there. We ain't got to ask them, let him ask no 1,000 questions and they be on the attack. They did that with Jabari. I watched that shit. Jabari answering every question, and then every time a question is answered that he don't like, he get to you hooping and hollering and yelling over him. Talking about come back in the group. Man, fuck you ain't. Never mind. Going in that silly ass group. I heard him on here. I hear Haru over here giving him history. I'm all like, ain't this a bitch? Haru, he not even worth all that.
Oh.
You debunk a pseudo with his own questions. This a white boy will make you think he white. Fuck you, nigga. He white.
Fuck you, nigga. He white. That's what it is, yo.
Debunk.
That's what it is.
Pseudo with his own words. I learned that a long time ago. Debunk a pseudo with his own words. They be killing me. You white, because you light skinned and he the same goddamn complexion as me. Then he got a girlfriend. She lighter than me.
Yeah. Unbelievable, man. That shit's crazy.
Working out at You Fit. Work out at You Fit. Get on out of here, man. You look silly.
Oh shit. God damn.
See, that's the killer thing about Kemet. He white. Well, his daddy black.
Yeah, right.
Kemet got evidence. We ain't even got to argue with you. There it is right there. So now your whole argument done. You got to go back to the drawing board with that. You done, man.
Kemet made Edomites. So see, we debunked the Bible again. Kemet made Edomites. It wasn't Jacob. It wasn't. It wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? We created white people, motherfucker. Egyptians created white people.
Look. Jimmy James said the black.
Yeah,
he said them black pretending Israelites put their stock and interest in Yahweh so they can't have their dream taken away because they got no life in society. Exactly. Now all we got is light and dark skin family all at the bar. Exactly. We all got light and dark skin people at our damn barbecues. Exactly.
They say because you ain't got no job, that's how you know you an Israelite. Yo, they honestly say that shit, yo. You got no job, that's how you know.
You supposed to be at the bottom.
Willie Grits and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Willie Grits. They'll take Willie Grits right now, yo. I told Willie Grits he should join ISUPK.
They'll make him a captain.
Shit. They have to accept them. They're free. They have to let them in. They have to.
Why is that?
They have to let them join.
Killer, why is that?
He's a 501c3. They can't discriminate against anybody.
Oh, they are 501c3. Oh, God.
Do that shit. They gotta let them join. Oh.
Well, I'm sure they can fit him in somewhere in that 12-tribe chart.
I'm the team leader. I'm ready.
Yeah, they'll fit him in there somewhere. Yup. Yep. So money, they see some money too. Shit, they fit his ass right up in that motherfucker. See some dollars and some shit. Yeah, brother. Yeah, come on in here.
Hey, y'all.
General Willis. Yep, and they'll promote him up too. He'd be captain in a year. At the Passover, Johanna will call him up to the front of the stage. That goya or olive oil on his head. Have that goya olive oil and shit. Hey, brother, we got a new captain here. The Lord brought us a new captain. Captain White with the stock. Captain White with the stock. Come here, brother. Willie Grits can have a big old leather African bandana suit and shit with a big ass sword. With spikes and shit. That's what it's gonna be. Brandon Rue, you still with us?
Oh, I'm still here, man.
I was out here acting a fool and shit.
Yeah, I'm still here, man. I had to run and change the diaper real quick, but other than that, I'm good. But yeah, man, it's like I said, man, it's really crazy how you can present evidence. And what I was talking to you about this earlier, right? And they have to change reality to validate their faith or perspective.
Right.
It's crazy. Even though, you say, okay, he's white. We take that. You say, okay, well, you're saying he's white. We're saying that, and then you made a claim, said, well, if you're saying he's white and his mother is this, then you also have to say Israel is white. And then he say, no.
That's what he was talking about. That's what he was talking about that I said that. That's what he was talking about. That was an assumption that I said. Yeah, that's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
So that's what he meant. That's what he meant.
Yeah. And so when he did that right, once he did that right, okay, not a problem. Then we say we're looking at it based on logic, evidence, and how it can be measured. Then we say, okay, well, if you take the time period, if we just look at pure history, and you take the time period, and we know for a fact that no white person sat on the throne of Egypt until a certain time period, right? Then it have to be one of those other people. Now, we're not saying that nobody sat on the throne. We just said they weren't white until this period of time. So it doesn't fit history. But then again, nothing of that they believe fits history. Nothing. So it's like, okay, well, it looks white to me. Then when Chris said, well, show me a picture of David. I don't want to talk about David. Great. Good strategy. Stay on point. Although Chris was trying to make a point. But when you bring into them, well, they look white. No, they're not white. They're not white. These are Hebrews. See, you're not looking at it right. You know what I'm saying? You need to understand it.
Yeah. You're not looking at it right. Yup. Sure enough, what they do. Yeah, but like what I was saying, like with the hair and all that shit, even if you look at it the way that they say it, right? Even with the DNA don't go to Caucasians either. It just says the landmass where the DNA come from. But it's where the DNA come from for that time. When you read the article, it don't say DNA for the matching the people that live there now. It's matching the DNA with other mummies and other bodies that they found dating from the same time. The times was 18. The closest time that they got all the mummies that they sampled was from 8. Oh no. 1388 BC to like 40 AD. And the DNA supposedly went to the Mediterranean, right? Eastern Mediterranean, and Turkey, right? Now, if you look at Turkey in that time, that 1388 down to 700 BC, it was ruled by Africans. It was ruled by Hittites. Was in all of Turkey. Anatolia, they call it Anatolia. Anatolia, it was like central Turkey. That was like the capital. Or Anatolia, I guess, is what Ankara is today, I believe. Or Constantinople, or whatever.
Yeah.
Ankara, I think they call it. But those were black people that were living there. Even the people that were there before the Hittites, the Hattians, right? They're like 1400 BC. They were black. They got artifacts of them and stuff with the women with the big ass, the big behind, and all that stuff too. Like, know what I'm saying? Big nose. They also wait. I got a picture of it. I got a picture of that shit. What the fuck is that there? Oh. Okay. That shit crazy. All right. This is an artifact from there. We got the date on this motherfucker. Museum of Anatolian Civilization. Is that a real thing?
What is that?
It might not be. Or is it? Nope. No, it's not a real artifact.
Yeah.
I guess it's a reproduction or something like that. Oh, wait, no. Oh, it's a replica of another one.
Yeah.
Okay, prominent from Thalasar, Konya province, about 1300 BC. And look what's on the top. On the head. With left foot forward.
Yeah. Which means
you got the two lines.
Yeah, that means he was taken when he was alive.
Yup. And he's stepping on somebody's head. On top of it. He's stepping on a nigga head. Got one fist up. See?
And so
this is already there.
Yeah. So
it's already there.
This, yeah, and this is what I said. I want to show the people something right here, right? When they talk about Ramsey II, right? And we look at his father, who was Seti I. This dude is black.
Yep. This is a Hattian sculptures right here.
Oh, okay.
These Hattian sculptures, look.
Uh-huh. She got that Hottentot on her.
2000 B. Yep. They also worship the sun and the bull,
Mm-hmm. And the dude on the right, you can tell that this dude on the right is a priest by his cap. that he has on his head.
Oh shit. Okay. Syrians bringing vessels and weapons. Tomb of Rekmir, 18th dynasty, reign of Tutmos III, early Imhotep II. That's what I was in the Jared Davis, 1888, Metropolitan Museum of Art. There was some more. Algean Islanders, Tomb of Rekmir, 18th dynasty.
Fucking big ass elephant turd.
All these people. Of this. Man, so it was in Anatolia.
So this dude on your left is either Assyrian or Persian.
Yeah. Persian.
Yep, yeah. And I said I could tell that shit before I even looked at the caption, just by his beard.
Yep. This dude is St. Gregory Palamas.
Yeah, that's a what? He's a Roman. Turkey.
Yep.
Istanbul. Yeah, he was born in Istanbul, but Istanbul, Turkey. At what time?
This is like 1300 AD.
Right. Okay, so he was fucking European.
Yeah.
Right around that time, you're going into the Islamic regime or rule. Because the church at that time, Constantinople was the first Roman Catholic church in Constantinople, Turkey. It's the Hagia Sophia.
King Midas.
Yeah, I'm going to say he touched everything he touched turned to gold. You know, fucking Persian Greek beards. Now, one thing that you notice, right? We're looking. Was King Midas? What was he?
It said King Midas. Phrygia.
So, I mean, was he?
Phrygia.
Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna see something.
I don't know who the fuck. I know the story. King Midas. But
I want to know what was he? My part is in. Let me see. King Midas. Let me see. King Midas. Okay, in Greek, King Midas is popular. Remember, in Greek mythology, so it was a Greek man. So what I was trying to point out is, as we go down through this history thing, right? We see Asians. We see you pointed at Asian. You did a Persian. You did an Assyrian. You did.
Did you talk about the sea people?
Huh?
Did you talk about the sea people?
Yeah, the sea people. The sea people is probably the beginning of the Greeks, the Macedonians, and the rest of them fools over there.
Right. Look what the excruciating looks like right here. Straight up black dude.
Uh-huh. That's because
straight up black, and he hung up with a Latin Roman dancer.
That's because the sea people wasn't just one people. It was like 5 groups of fucking barbarians.
Yeah.
In marauders and shit like that.
They supposed to be the one that made the bridge with the. They was the one that supposedly made the bridge with the language, right? From the so-called Phoenician writing to the Greek writing. They supposed to be the ones that I guess like they basically made it happen or whatever.
Yeah, because they needed it because they needed it for trade. And so it was like a common language from what I got for trade.
Well,
because
look, a large part of the Etruscan population was part of the sea people exodus that migrated into Anatolia, which is Turkey, around 1190 BC, while fleeing the white invasion in Italy. As members of this group, they were known as Tyrians. by the Hellenes, white Greeks. Even Hebrew Israelites taught this, that the original Greeks was black. Like all the Japhetic, so-called Japhetic tribes and stuff, right? They're all black people. And like the people that are in Italy and Rome today aren't the actual like people of that land. Like the Edomites drove all the Japhites out of their land and took over Europe and stuff.
Yeah.
They teach. Look at this shit. Sacrifice of Trojan, 200 BC. Almost had something to talk about here. I thought this was a breastplate with 12 squares in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the priests, like the Hebrew priests was wearing.
Yeah.
That's interesting though, that like they got the squares on the breastplate just like that.
Tell me that don't look like a
Look
black.
at this.
Tell me that don't look like a black dude. Go back up to that one thing.
And look at the writing on the wall. Look at the writing on the wall. That's Hebrew on the wall. That's so-called ancient Hebrew. That's Paleo-Phoenician Hebrew or Phoenician.
Yeah.
That was on the wall. That was written. It's written in. See, Anatolia, now Turkey. The mortuary stele of Khatun Muwa, official of King Pananuwa II of Semal. This stele dated from 735 BC. Was discovered by the Nauer expedition in 08. There's some more with Phoenician writing. Phoenician writing with the sun disk and the moon. King Bar Kib, a Samal, modern Zen circle, sitting on his throne before him stands his scribe. The Aramaic inscription next to the king reads, I am Bar Kib, son of Panamuawa. The inscription of the moon disc reads, my Lord Baal of Haran, 730 BC. My Lord Baal of Haran, you know what I'm saying? Written in the so-called Hebrew. The Yahweh.
You said the Yahweh Hebrew?
Yeah, Yahweh. Right? Now check this out. Same thing.
Man, they always talking about Egyptian hieroglyphs. I want to know which one of them motherfuckers can read that.
Oh, none of them.
But they gonna say this dude's a Hebrew. That's what they gonna say.
He works in the Baal. He writing it in Baal.
They gonna say, man, he could have. Yeah.
You know, they was going off back then. It was going off back then. Look at the Hebrew again with the sun disc, the hawk with the sun disc. Look, Hebrew. Look at the Hebrew again with the hawk with the sun disc.
Right. So this Hebrew though is really Phoenician, right? It's not even Aramaic.
Yup. See, look, it was written in Phoenician rather than the local semi-alien language. Yeah. Look, this nigga here grabbing shit. What the hell that supposed to be? Anatolia, 8th century. Well, the proper's Neo-Hittite kingdom. Right?
Yeah.
These are Hittites. It was later in production, the stele strongly marked by Hittite tradition, especially by their use of hieroglyphs. This stele shows a young Tara Hun Fias standing on his mother's knees. while she holds him by the legs. On the field is a writing tablet. In his hand, he holds a stylus and a leash attached to a hawk, signs that he belongs to a wealthy class. He holding this thing with the hawk. I just mentioned that sun disc on there. Nah. Gorgon, funerary stele. Look at them there. Shit, they look like they about to do something. This shit, the motherfucker he got the grapes and shit. That nigga got the microphone.
Grapes and they got what he got?
About to drink some wine and shit and rap. Motherfucker got the microphone in his head and shit. Or nigga got dreads or nigga got kufi and shit. Funerary stele. The Syrian relief men with the praying hands on the left may be Nahari. King's attendant. Sphinx. That's in Turkey also.
800 BC?
Yup. Turkey. Musical procession.
Look at the brother with the waves.
Yup. Dude with the ACAF crown thing on again. Caucasian relief. These supposed to be Caucasians, I guess.
This is supposed to be the Caucasian myth making. What is this during the 1800s? What did it say?
During the 1800s, the archaeologists discovered an artifact in Antolia that were of such poor artistic quality that it was assumed that they could not possibly have been made by native Anatolians. Ever on the lookout for opportunities to inject the Caucasian presence into history, where there was none. They combined their occurrences in the Tepe tablets of supposedly Indo-European personal names and correspondence between Assyrian merchants and local rulers of Central Anatolia, the Hatti, with what was assumed to be ancient Caucasian artifacts. They then identified them with those King James Bible Hittites. How the connection was made is a mystery, but it is assumed that since these biblical Hittites were an obscure people, no one would know the difference. Okay? The Hittites were supposedly a great empire and civilization, but yet there is a precious little archaeological evidence of their existence. And even that meager bit seemed bogus. To further debunk the Hittite myth, there are several tablets found in Birket, Turkey. Some of these can be dated earlier in the 17th century BC. One of these tablets concerned two semi-legendary kings of Karasuria. They are named Pictanus and his son Anitas. The city called Kosara has yet to be found, but the tablet text gives an impression list of cities that the king Pictanus had conquered, and among them appeared the name Nisa, which his son Anitas subsequently adopted as his capital. Also included in the list is a city named Hattusilios. This is known to be an ancient name of the supposedly later Hittite capital called Bagazkoi. I know it's actually pronounced different in Turkey, which Anitas has said to have destroyed. The fact has no direct connection could have found between these two kings in the history of the Hittites have been explained by later archaeological discoveries. These new discoveries demonstrated that Picanas and Anitas were in fact native Anatolian Hattians, rulers of the 18th century BC, not Hittites. Indeed, a dagger bearing the name Anitas has also been found and kept it. Historically, after setting in Anatolia, the Hittites were supposedly to have pursued wars of expansion and created a great empire. But the Europeanized history just never seemed credible. How could it be that the Hittites, with an empire so vast that it supposedly covered all of Anatolia, which is what they said, and parts of Canaan, which is far to the south, and an army so powerful that it could stand toe-to-toe with the almighty Egyptian army, to fight it to stand still at the Battle of Kadesh? How could it be that this great empire could have been totally and utterly destroyed by the sea people in 1139 BC? All right, so it's supposed to be, I thought it was a lot later than that. The very same sea people who stopped dead in their tracks at Egypt's border. When they tried to enter Egypt, is the supposed willingness of what could undoubtedly have been alienated barbarian newcomers. That wouldn't happen. That just wouldn't happen. Relief of ancient Hittite king that is often bandied about is actually a modern plaster relief. That's supposed to be a Hittite. Mm-hmm. Because of the insurmountable problems associated with trying to prove the existence of the mythical Hittite Empire, many researchers have now come to the conclusion that there never really was a Caucasian empire in total at all. Just wishful thinking on the part of some. They speculate that the so-called Hittite Empire is really a confusion with that of the Hattians, Fargarians, Chaldeans, Babylonians, other ancient empires. And that this is why neither ancient or any other bogus Hittite empire abound throughout history is written by Caucasians. Accordingly, in this work, translations such as the Amarna letters, where the translator incorrectly substitutes Hittite for the Egyptian word, we have corrected it by using instead. The Hatti was much more likely to be the involved people. Other areas are left uncorrected, so as to avoid confusion. Do you know what they're talking about, Hebrew?
Yeah.
With the Amarna letters?
Yeah, they say that they say that the Hittites were the people of Hatti when they came in, because that was the city in which they started to rule, or the capital, or something like that.
Yeah. I kind of was saying too, because the Hatti and Hittite kind of like sounds the same, and the Hatti supposedly were in Angolia and Tolia just before the Hittites took power. Mm-hmm. And I just showed the Hattian sculptures and stuff, chicks with the big booties and all that shit.
But the Hittites, or as far as they call it, the Hattians, the Hittites are because they moved into Hatti, and they just called them Hittites. But these people were barbarians. These motherfuckers, they ate raw meat. That's why when they start talking about their nativity, their father was Amorite, the mother was Hittite. These are barbarians. These motherfuckers are savages.
Yeah, they were. The people of the islands and stuff were supposed to be. Even in the New Testament, in the Bible, they talk about that. The people on the islands and stuff, they're like barbarians.
Yeah. So, I know exactly what they're saying. And they talking about these stories about it was made up by Caucasians. When they say that, they're talking about later writers, authors, who are writing about these people. Most of these authors
that's writing about the Hittites and the Hittites are biblical scholars.
Damn, look at this nigga.
She got on the fedora. LL Cool J, man, look at it.
That nigga got him with yeah, right? And that was found in Iraq. 2040 to 1870 BC. Fragments of a mural page.
Yeah. So, yeah, Iraq was in Persia or Assyrians.
Hammurabi votive statue. Black man with a Persian style beard. Play bust of an Amorite god. Time of Hammurabi. And that's with that shit with Yara. When with that that casting. Now, the only thing that they know about that is that it's an important person by the design of it. Like the eyes. See how I had like the large eyes, like the lip, like underneath the eyes and stuff like that. The way the beard is and stuff. That's how they know what things are of importance, like people of importance by those features. Like you would see also, I know I run across one. When you have like a relief or something like that with a bunch of people on it. Let's see if anything like that in here. Nah. Well, you kind of see with this, sort of. Let's see if there's something better. But I think it's mostly in Mesopotamian art. People of importance are larger than the other people that are on the in the sculpture, the relief, or like, you know what I mean, the carving or whatever. The people of importance and stuff are a lot larger. Look, this is almost the first. Now, this is the same white dude. It's almost the first. This is who Michael Edwards says is a white man that he showed as a Caucasian. This is the man right here. And that's his wife. See? Big lips, nose, the hair. High coast woman carrying a child. That even looks black. Tomb of Ekhetneb. Did somebody mention them tonight? Hey, Rue, you hear me? Chancellor Nahisi. I don't know who that is. Great Council, right? Said his name, Nehesi, meant Nubian in the Egyptian language. May indicate its origin and background. Huh. Do a search on that. Let's see what. Oh, that's the same website. I don't know. I'll find another image of the guy. Nope. I don't see any more of him. Oh well, that's something else for me to check out later. Amenemhet the fifth. Supposed to been this dude was saying it was a white guy, right?
Say that again. Yeah, no, I'm still here. Say that again. Hello.
All right, now I'm seeing some.
What you say
right now? I think there's some bullshit. Yeah, because I pulled the same I have the same image right here yesterday. A queen tie.
Amenemhet the third.
And now it's
Are you scrolling down on the picture? I can see like half the face.
Mama.
Killah, you there? Killah. Killah.
major disappointment.
What happened?
No, like he didn't know how to act like civilized people and shit.
Oh, you mean Jeremiah?
Niggas. Yeah.
You already know. You should. You like that drunk uncle that fight at every family gathering?
Yeah, that's exactly who he is and shit. Like you can't tell him nothing and shit.
Yeah.
But he a roofer though. Like I can totally imagine that. I can totally see that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They sit on the roof and shit and get fucked up. Fucking afterwards. And they arguing and shit about stupid shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I don't know, man. It was something about Chris. It was something about because we was having some of the same discussion, and he didn't come off like that. And then as soon as Chris got on,
he got into a heated argument once. That was pretty crazy.
Oh, him and Chris?
Yeah. Yeah, they got in a pretty crazy argument.
Oh.
But it wasn't nothing. It was dumb shit. It was the same shit that you see tonight with him. Like, it's the same shit. Like, the dude didn't want to answer questions and then get in his feelings and start calling names and shit. Saying dumb shit. That's what all it is. But you should have heard the call. You should have been on the call that they put me on today. That call was ridiculous. Dude, like, his whole crew is like that.
I told you. I told you.
Like that. The whole crew is like that. They're a bunch of just fucking weirdos. That one dude talking about the white man and shit. I'm like, what have the white man done to you and shit in the past 6 months? That motherfucker is like, he took my money. He took my money. I was like, did you call the police, motherfucker?
No, he did. He said the white man took his money.
Yeah. Then I was trying to get it out. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I was like, did you call the cops, nigga? Like, what the fuck? Taxes. He was talking about taxes. I'm like, nigga, if you're trying to say the white man wicked as hell for charging you taxes, like something wrong with you, nigga. Because you ain't do you or what the fuck would you contribute? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can't do now anyway. If you didn't have to pay taxes.
Shit. Well, even in ancient times, they paid taxes.
I know. That's how stupid he sound. And he couldn't tell me what they did. Like, know me what the white man did to 6 months. That's the only thing he could come up with is taxes.
Yeah.
My money. And I asked him, did his kid go to school and shit? They said, like, your taxes go to your school. I said, when you go to work, to make sure you get to work safe, they got stop signs, they got traffic lights. You know what I'm saying? They got crosswalks.
Which is say somebody got to do that shit.
Yeah. Yup. You got a road to drive on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got an actual road to drive on. Niggas is stupid. It's dumb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I was at work when I got that call, and but I didn't see your name on there. That's why I ain't come in. Oh wow, man. Because it just be a bunch of Hebrew and Christians, and they just be going off, you know, and just yelling, and you know what I'm saying. Especially when they got somebody else on there. If it's just not them,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Them talking about somebody else,
yeah,
it's chaotic.
Yeah, showing off.
They just want to drill you with questions repeatedly. That's it.
Yep. Yup. They talk shit. That's all they do. Nothing constructive. Not a damn thing constructive. Say, yeah, we got to start supporting brothers and stuff. You know, you go on their platforms and shit. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that shit is talk, dude. I'm telling you.
They had all the brothers on there saying this shit. Ain't none of them show up. I put the link right up. It ain't none of them show up.
Yeah, that shit is talk, dude.
Yeah,
I can.
but got all that. Look, we talk all that shit. That Neo dude talking big shit. Y'all heard me play the audio.
Yeah.
What he said. Y'all heard what he said.
Yeah.
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 Go say, well, I know you was debating this dude. I ain't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sit there and lie.
He said sit there and lie.
Yeah. Let's sit there and lie. No, they lie. What's wrong with motherfuckers? Anyway, man, thank you, Hey Rude, for coming on. This shit, it was a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you for the information and stuff you brought to us today. Shout out to Chris Harris, too. Thank you for coming on and sharing the information and stuff that you had today. I might say fucking Yara dumbass and shit tomorrow morning, too. He'll go away and shit. He just will go away. I shame his dumbass. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, like, the people that got it say nobody knows who it is. So if there was some great discovery and they discovered that, It will be on the motherfucking label for that artifact. This is who this is.
Thanks.
Yep. Say just because a dude got a PhD now, he's supposed to be right now. That dude was a Christian apologist.
You know, anytime you got a Christian apologist, you think bias, right? So, but you look at it, but then when you see contradicting information and they just provide you with the same information, there's nothing new about it. It just got a PhD name behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't change anything.
Yep.
You know, this is like when Black Jesus said, he said all scholars or most all scholars, since to say that most all scholars agree of the historical Christ. But when you look at the consensus or what you say his references that he has, they're all white apologist Christians.
Yep.
Well, what do you expect for them to say? No? None? There's not one black.
They only get published in kooky ass books.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. Yeah.
No reputable website put that in there.
So, like I said, you know, I don't really pay no attention at that point.
Nigga got get writing books about Bible facts and shit.
Oh my goodness, Bible facts.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, well, man, let me get up out of here.
Yeah, I'm sure. Wait, Judah go try to get you on tomorrow. I'm sure he is. So when you get on, let me know.
Yeah. I can't even get on that shit. I gotta be on my phone to get on that shit.
Oh, do you? Oh.
Yeah, it don't work unless you on the phone.
Oh.
That's why I don't be on that shit. I be on a regular call with the motherfuckers.
Oh.
But yeah, that shit crazy.
Oh, all right.
But I be in the chat room talking shit. Like, you ran, nigga.
You was talking shit today, though. I was watching. I was like, talking shit.
I was starting shit today. I just came in the room to start it. I was like, yes, this dumbass. I was like, nigga, you always talking shit. And ain't nothing, you never got nothing to say. You just talk shit, motherfucker. I was just going in on that motherfucking shit.
Yeah, they was like, who is this nigga?
Yeah, exactly. Because I never say anything and shit. I never say nothing on it.
Oh my goodness.
I ain't spoke on that shit in like probably fucking 2-3 weeks or something.
Yeah.
Yup. And all of a sudden, the motherfuckers got all this talk.
Uh-huh.
They're gonna run. That's it. Killah Bee and make you remember that shit, though.
What are y'all doing?
Killah Bee make you remember that, boy. It'll make you remember.
Mostly talking of.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, Ru. But let me get up out of here and stuff before I fall out my shit.
All right, man.
Thank you for coming on. Yup. And here we go. Killah Bee, the goddamn witch fighter general. You got a witch? I'll burn their damn ass up. And we up out of this mud. Wait a second. Are we? Yo, man, y'all better hit that damn like button. Y'all bugging. Got 5 likes and shit. Well, shit, probably only 5 motherfuckers is watching. It's all good and shit. But that's it. I let my light shine.
Times for the world, I let my light shine at all times for the world to see. You reppin' nonsense, hatred and jealousy. You spit that toxic, that poison, that ignorance. You talk a lot of shit, but none of it is relevant. You can miss me with all the lies. 1,000, I'm certified. 1,000, I'm certified. 1,000, I'm certified. I'm a bit unorthodox when I rock. Something like Jimmy Henry's with a boom box. People Arab black pants and mocks. 360 gauge, the sounds on my face. I was a cut from a fabric. My dad high science, my mom was sacred mad, turned pain into power. Thoughts into dollars. Never been a follower, never been a coward. Took a few chances, took a few risks, took it to trial, and I beat that shit. Never took the stand, nah, I pleaded the fifth. But my crime partner ran his mouth like a bitch. Pressure burst pipes, but I stayed rock solid. Hella book smart and thorough street knowledge. Stand up guy to the day that I die. Me scared never, I'm built for whatever. You can miss me with all the lies. 1,000, I'm certified. 1,000, I'm certified. 1,000, I'm certified. I let my light shine at all times for the world to see. You reppin' nonsense, hatred, and jealousy. You spit that toxic, that poison, that ignorance. You talk a lot of shit, but none of it is relevant. Tell a nigga real by the shit he don't say. The shit he don't say, yeah, the shit he don't say. I can tell a nigga real by the shit he don't say. The shit he don't say, the shit he don't say. You spit that toxic, that poison, that ignorance. You talk a lot of shit, but none of it is relevant. You can miss me with all the lies. 1,000, I'm certified. 1,000, I'm certified. 1,000, I'm certified. I'm a orthodox, when I rock something like Jimmy, and you spin a boom box. Be good, Arab, left hands and mocks. I turn pain into power, those into dollars. Never been a follower, never been a coward. Never been the type to do no fuck shit. Never lied on my pockets, never lied on my dick. Cocaine, champagne, diamond rings and gold chains. No love, just love. Yeah, the hood is fucked up. Cocaine, champagne, diamond rings and gold chains. No love, just love. Yeah, the hood is fucked up. Cocaine, champagne, diamond rings and gold chains. No love, just love. Yeah, the hood is fucked up.
Killah Bee, the Witchfinder General. That was Charles Willison. Let My Light Shine 1. I put the link in the chat. Go check out this channel. Spread some love. Peace.